right here, because it's a new map on for HEET in terms of like last 4 months, and that is kind of bad for human Tripwires. They don't really know where HEET is gonna go with like agent composition, everything. Like obviously they know maybe how Eccles is gonna IGL here. They're probably gonna or they probably have practiced before against Eccles' team, so they could have kind of the sense of how they play. But then again, I think human Tripwires, they can continue playing their style, and they have this kind of odd comp for this meta. A lot of teams don't like playing this guy anymore, but I actually like how human Tripwires gets this guy on the composition as well. Yeah, you have the double flashes, you have good information, but after the Sova nerf, they don't really want to play the Sova, and now this guy is in the composition alongside Breach, and it's kind of fast composition. You have a lot of like fast potential for those executes, but then again, you don't have that much utility on the side of defensive side because you don't have that killjoy.
No, agreed. I think, you know, we kind of got a couple of stories here. We got, of course, the Raze versus the Jet. I think it's one that's definitely going to be kind of a question coming into this game. I think it's safe to say that Raze came out on top for HEET in terms of map number 1, but unfortunately wasn't enough to pull them across the line. And then you got the other side of things of kind of the Fade versus the Sky, right? So it's two different stories of how this one will play. I'll have to wait and see nonetheless as we get things started in map number 2. Of course, Human Tripwires will be starting on that defender side, HEET starting on the attacking side. This game means a lot, and for HEET to push us to map number 3 of Breeze, it's going to take quite the start.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's another story as well. It's the Fade Raze combo and the Sky Jet combo as well. So I think it's going to be really interesting how the Fade Raze is going to work into this map. It worked really well on last map, but didn't quite able to push them through. Now it's a fast push onto this SC side as well.
1-for-1 as well. Devo and Waddle, one apiece. Question is, what more can they find? In comes the support from Mucky, but it's Robbie and Devo and Embo, one apiece, and in a matter of seconds, Beck is all alone. What can he find? Probably not too much, and that is the answer. Embo with a ghost at range, slightly better than the classic, and proving it 4 remaining alive. What a start by Human Tripwires. That's a statement, MP.
Yeah, that's huge statement. They get taken out one player out of the C side, but after that, they just come in, they win every duel. There's every single corner that you check, there's a Human Tripwires player shooting to your head, and they don't have a chance. That's a good pistol to start with. He came really aggressive, but was taken out instantly. And now you see again, they want to go aggressive on the C side. That's the Ratsky and Input reading them with Spectres.
I'm range. Not a bad shot by Ratsky there. Headhunter doing as it says in the name, delivering. Kinguin immediately dropped down. That's an important kill in terms of kind of raw firepower. Of course, he is the person that HEET lean on. Devo shot on towards Remoy. Already, I mean, HEET are falling apart. Left down to just 3. Of course, not much of an investment from them, but they are being pulled apart. They're walking straight towards Radsky. Destroyed. 1, 2, and 3. Radsky. Quad kill to his name with a triple spray down to seal the deal. 2-0. HEET. They're feeling the heat already in the server.
Absolutely. Ratsky didn't even need to move his crosshair right there. Getting that 4-piece right down on the line. That allows him to get even closer for that Tour de Force. 2 away from the Tour de Force, and HEET from fast 2 rounds. They are going for the gun round. Human Tripwires obviously for the bonus round. Kind of scattered around. Seems like 2, 1, 2. They actually want to go for the A lobby. Push Gingo in, really fast push onto A long, and Human Tripwires, they have to think about this. They heard the race on A long. They're prepared for the short push.
Prepare. The question is, what can they find? Guiding light, Robbie, just waiting for a sound cue to make a decision off the back of it. Needs to be careful though, they're all so close and personal. In comes that's brilliant. Looking for 1, looking for 2, and he finds it. Spike dropped as well. Robbie, genius. MP highlighted him, and you did a good job of doing exactly that, because he is stepping up, and oh so well. Now, already lost 2. Numbers favour Human Tripwires, and they're on a bonus round. No investment needed really into this. Everything looking also good. All to do is pay for the trade. Ratsky 1 more. This is falling apart for HEET. A round in which on paper should have been comfortably in their favour. Look where they are now, MP.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love what Human Tripwires was doing right there on short. I think it was Ratsky was like a kind of shouldering all the ways to Surus, which allows Robbie to stand in the corner with the guiding light in hand. I think Ratsky spots the enemy. Robbie is kind of waiting
30 seconds
for the
left.
perfect opportunity, and it comes right there. Robbie, perfect fast. There's no way he can dodge it. 2 players fast, and Robbie actually gets both of those kills. They have to save right here. There's not a chance they have to go, or they can go for this. And this allows Human Tripwires to go for these rifles. They get 2 rifles
10
saved.
seconds left.
Yeah, 2 Spectres alongside those, and they actually want to go for the hunt. They can with the Spectres, obviously.
Yeah, they may as well. Oh, Paranoia, that worked as well. In fact, swinging in. Remoy one, but only. Trades come through. Ekis is all alone. He will at least find a double. Running his way forward, he's going to fall. No rifle save for HEET, and that is the worst, the single worst possible scenario that HEET could have possibly had right there and then. On a save call, nothing is safe.
Yeah, and the thing is that they needed the momentum coming into this map. They needed to win these rounds at the start of the map to get that momentum back from Ascent. No, Human Tripwires, they double down. They're like, you're not gonna get anything. And they have to go for this kind of half buy on round 4. Not a single round gained for HEET quite yet. Good hold waiting on the C side as well. And HEET kind of slowing down after that first contact from the Prowler.
Well, I mean, it was looking like potentially we could see HEET find a bit of comfort in towards this map, and you know, we were kind of questioning what they were going to be like on it, and I think it's safe to say that it's not as comfortable as we had hoped for a side who haven't played this in 4 months. We were, you know, hoping maybe they'll work in the shadows, right? You know, kind of grinding away, not in the scrims and stuff, not on the officials, but hasn't been working so far. Dev needs to be careful. Hasn't been spotted on towards top box, smoking his face down, and he actually could just be the menace here. Hold and wait, deny the spike going down. The question is, can he? Remoy can go in one apiece. Still has yet to be cleared as the smoke dissipates. This could be the difference maker. All about holding and waiting. Spike might just go down, and it will. 1, 2, looking for 3, and he finds it. Devo holding and waiting. This is genius. Back to a 2 versus 3 now, and it's all down to 1 man. This is play to perfection. Question, what more can they do? What will afford? Echoes at range has to do something special with just the Sheriff in a 1 versus 2. Will TP across Cloudburst in his face, tapping away as well. Not going to be able to find too much. That's 1 man's victory. 1 man, Devo. That is genius.
Wow, I was so scared because Embo smokes that position. I know Devo probably called for it. He's like, I'm so paranoid here. I'm so blind. Go for the smoke. But right there, there's no one spotting Devo. Devo could have gone for the multi-kill. He waits for the smoke, and perfect opportunity arises. 3 kills on the side. They were probably enjoying themselves right there. They got the first kills. They had 5 versus 3 situation, but all of a sudden there's Devo on top of a box, which allows Human Tripwires to come back that round as well. And now they have Operator on the Devo. HEET. They get their buy. Still, they have to find the first round.
Yeah. They can't get that first step, right? They just can't make the necessity to at least kickstart a bit of momentum. That trigger discipline, though, I'm still in awe of Devo. I mean, it's brilliant. At the very least, though, they do spot a bit of information over towards B, and what they do spot is that it's completely open. That could make a difference, however, though. Forces the spike not to it down. Embo and Robbie want a piece. Oh, HEET are falling apart here. You mentioned that your pick of Human Tripwires was a bit of a gamble, but I think you've gambled right because they are looking so on fire right now. Remoy, 1 more. Robbie will be traded. In behind, though, Devo, the man of the moment, coming alive once more. Only good for 1, and he's dropped out of the fray. Back to a 1 versus 3. It's a doable affair. Not impossible. Probably quite improbable. Eccles with 41 points of HP doubles back over towards the C side, and he's in a really tough predicament as we stand. Where does he go? What does he do? And he hasn't got the spike either.
Yeah, I think Eccles is like second time or third time around that he would have to clutch to
30
get
seconds left.
the first round. But yeah, 41 HP, really good hold waiting. Ratsky is going to be the first contact. Mook right there, waiting for him, and through the force. I don't think they get the Operator safe though, but it's all good. They have the economy right there. Yeah, sure, Human Tripwires. Actually, Not quite yet. They have like around 5k. Actually, Devo 8k in the bank. Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that over towards Human Tripwires, that long-term economy is looking pretty comfortable, pretty stable as we stand. I mean, they've got bags of money to work with. Same can't really be said for HEET as well. They're going to be forced into another situation where it's just an eco. You know, we just see the sheriffs come online. Remo is probably just going to go for the headhunter. We see a couple of bullets picked up. Hotline's already going to come out as well. Already looking good, but what can Rasky find? Missed shots, falls away in time, straight into the crosshair of Robbie. Opener, once again, going the way of Human Tripwires, to no one's surprise with the significantly better firepower. Heals to come online as well as he left down to 4.
Yeah, Remo needs to find something with the Tour de Force. There's not really any free kills. Embo has a nasty off angle on the side as well. Remo may be aware of this, but Embo barely survives.
Nice shots for Eccles though. Embo will fall. Try to go down. Remoy causing problems. This is the best we've seen from HEET thus far. The Tour de Force is doing exactly as the name states. Flash to the beat proposed it. Even, yeah, here it is. That's the fault line to come through. The fault line, the flash, may I say, onto that corner. Echo's going to drop a smoke though. Devo in for a flank, and it's all down to this flank with Mucky fall, and it's a 2 versus 4. Numbers being dwindled. Nice double dig there from Monstrum as well. For Radsky, this is a safe call.
Yeah, all from the back of that Tour de Force. That can do wonders from time to time, and that is exactly what Remo is doing with it. Switching up from that killjoy to chamber, Rasky is going to take Remo out. Survives, gets the operator saved right here as well. HEET, they find that first round. We saw from Human Tripwires that you can still come back from this situation. They did that on Ascent. HEET, they are still struggling. They have this lifeline. Embo maybe checking map right there, kind of, I would say even fell asleep. Saw Eccles for a while there. Doesn't quite connect his shot, doesn't even get the shoot. HEET,
that's not ready.
Maybe their chance is open. Remo with the operator as well. 5 stack onto A.
I like it. I like it. They've gone for just that kind of aggressive push here, which HEET need. I think they just need to step up that tempo. We already asked them to do exactly that. Go aggressive, try and force their way forward. Oh, potentially this could be exactly that scenario. Still, though. Tempo slowed right down. HEET not going to go aggressive. It's their default, isn't it? That very, very slow tempo. We see a bit of a one-way posted up here as well. Radsky can just spot the legs. Now as it dissipates, has to be careful. Going to take a step away. Allow that lower tons to be in control. So he's going to have a little peek. Not spotting too much. Missed shot. Rolling Thunder to come through. And teleports need to be made. Now they're trying to deny this pressure over towards the A site, but it's very vulnerable. And HEET have got complete control.
Guiding light peek. Guiding light and peek from Ratsky was really good. HEET, they have used all of the ultimates, all of the utility in going. 1 away from Showstopper. There's really nothing to retake. No ultimates to retake from Human Tripwires, but Devo starting it with a huge pick on the Remoy.
Not a bad one at all. At range, that's unfortunate. Devo had the right idea, but the wrong execution. Eccles for a double. Robbie and Radsky want a piece, but Waddle brings things back in their favour. And it's down to a 1 versus 1. Embo in for the clutch. She needs to find something, but Spike is so far ticked. Doesn't clear the close position. I even just half hold this. In fact, Flash to come around the corner. Pros don't fake as they say. Oh, no! He might just about get it. He will. That is stunning. Embo, what a clutch that is. Half the fuse comes off it and somehow finds the kill with a slither of HP. MP, how?
7 HP. I would really love to have Embo's POV there. How? He was taking this. So close. Monstrum. I think it's 1 leg shot. 1 leg shot, and that is how he doesn't kill Embo right there. It must be. That's how Embo is 7 HP. Or something. Now HEET. Their economy is in the dirt. In a way, yeah, he has the soul stopper. There's only 2 rifles alongside that. Human Tripwires, they have destroyed HEET's economy fully. Ratsky doesn't quite connect his shots.
They're very close and personal. I mean, he's trying to invite that pressure. I mean, so far though, so good. You look over towards Heat, that buy's not great. Okay, that's quite aggressive from him. I like kind of what he's trying to do. What he put to find anything is the question. But if a spam here could work in his favor. He's looking for a gun barrel. Eccles won't give him it at the moment. Flash in the corner could be good though. That could work. Smoke in his face as well. Denies that presence over towards B. Heat are trying to force their way through mid, and it's not working. But the rotation's being made back over towards A.
Yeah, look at this. Now they're coming in with Garage Monstrum. Waiting for that fault line and DEV0. It's a really bad position. Fault line coming from Muke as well, helping DEV0 out.
Remoy trying to make a way forward. I mean, it's still a 5 versus 5. Swing here by Monkey could be worthwhile, and it will do. Remoy will fall. That's not a bad place to be. And he finds yet one more. Just a bit of fortune, and it favors the ball. That's stunning. And now we're 3 versus 5. Heat in a really, really dire situation, but they can't really make their way forward. One spotted. DEV0 fluffs his lines though. Spike potentially to go down. That's why I say rolling. Thunder's not too shabby. Spike will be planted, but they're going to be in a really tough position towards site. Concussed to say the least. Waddle, one, but only one. Radsky and Embo combined.
Okay, with that 3, that second was just nasty. DEV0. Good sneak up from mid. Doesn't quite get the good timing. I think Kingoin just barely spots him from A-Link. That allows him to save Echoes, but still 7th round on the board. The second kill. It's a something else. How do you even... No,
yeah, no, exactly. That second kill never should happen. He just takes a pop shot through a smoke and it works. He's going to call for a timeout, and I don't know about you, MP, but I think it's probably not a bad place to call it. They're 7-1 down, 6-round deficit. Human Tripwires at the very least go in towards the second half with a 2-round lead, and I don't know, the way things playing out, I'd expect it to be a little bit more.
Yeah, honestly, I expected this timeout to come like 3 or 4 rounds ago, but no, it's a good time still. You can have a chance into this map, and they absolutely needed to take this timeout. This could be the lifeline, but like you said, Muke on that last run, huge. That second kill actually allows him to have that rolling thunder, which in the end wins them the round. Able to take that side control, and Human Tripwires, they are on another level. Obviously, Heat.
I'm impressed.
Absolutely. Heat.
Really impressed.
They need to get that momentum done. They know that they can play on this level. For some reason, they're not able to bring that. Human Tripwires, they're just countering Heat. Even they have no clue how Heat is gonna play this map. Or this map rather. They know nothing about Heat, Haven, because there's no data with this composition. Still, Human Tripwires, they just dominate them. They play their own game, and it works perfectly.
And you know, we came into this series and we were really questioning about kind of what are Heat going to be like on this map. It's not a map which they like to go towards, so we were, you know, a couple of question marks, I think is the way to put it. And unfortunately, it's not really been what we had hoped. We hoped that maybe they'd just be working, kind of like grinding off the officials and making this a map part of their pool, but no, it's really not looking great at the moment, is it? Now, one being Mark, and going to try to make a way forward, showing the stopper to come through, good for one, make that second as well, transfers towards Embo, Monster will find Robbie, and that's decisive. That's the start Heat needed, and now they've got control of the B side. Spike goes down, post one set up in a 5 versus 2.
It seemed so tough, but that round, that was the showing of how Gingo does it. So stop.
Right, okay.
My heart, never. Please. That is just... honestly, if I'm in Heat shoes right now with those kills coming in, I wouldn't have the mental either. No, Heat has it better. Mental. They are gonna get their second round. It's Human Tripwires gonna get the operator save.
Last player standing.
Honestly, I think Human Tripwires, they don't have that good of an economy right here. Even though they are up 7-2, I think their economy is starting to crumble.
I think you need to be careful because even when they found success, it's been expensive, right? I think that's the biggest issue looking forward, where they could come into a couple of problems here or there, but all the same, a nice double entry by Kingoon as well, and then Monstrum finding 2 of his own. It's a really more decisive round from Heat, and what we do see, which has been for me the success of Heat on their attacking side, is when they just go aggressive, just go quick. Every single round they try and play things too slow, and they overcomplicate it every time, and it gives Human Tripwires so much time to set up, which this time they just go quick. They overwhelm the defender side and it works. Now, once again, trying to go aggressive over towards that Ray Long. Godelights come through as well. Actually will work quite nicely. Seekers to come through. Might buy Robbie a bit of time. Needs to be careful, though. He's going to be in for a rough time, and he's going to fall away. Kikuyu with a double opener.
That's really good utility coming in. You can see how much the utility plays for HEET. And they play perfectly. There's no way neither Evo or Robbie can escape that. So much utility. It's the paint shells, the blast from bridge, stun. Everything is invested right there. And Embo, he has to find some success here. Has to find the pick. But gets stunned. And Goen doesn't quite get the kill though.
Now with a 5 versus 3, I mean, human Tripwires, they're in a really tight spot because they're going to be spread so thin. How do they play it? Radsky, I mean, he's something special here. Hit a shot, fall back is a necessity. Falls back, but doesn't quite hit the shot as hoped. Now they're walking straight to the headhunter. He's going to be caught out by the paranoia as well. And he falls. 3 kills for Kikuyu. And that's the round. Done and dusted. Remoy found one of his own as well, just as a cherry on top. Embo would have learned 1 versus 5. Just save.
Spike planted.
Yeah. The operator is gone as well. Human Troopers, I think right now, they don't have money for the next round.
No.
They started picking up some pace. Right after that timeout, he is able to get these rounds. 2 rounds they have closed. And that's, I think, mostly based on from all of the utility that they have. Especially this round. The utility in A long was so much that Human Troopers, they cannot really hold that down. I think that is something, or one thing that Human Troopers, they have to take into account. That they cannot really contest that A long if there's so much utility.
And I agreed. And I think now as well for Human Tripwires, what was a great start, they need to be slightly cautious not to have a really bad finish because momentum will then transfer over to the side of HEET, potentially starting to test those waters and pulling back into towards this. Of course, 7-5 is the best that they can get, and that's a nice call. Human Tripwires calling for a timeout. They've lost 2 consecutive rounds, and they want to just cut this momentum, kind of stop the jets of HEET, and that's, for me, a really good time to call it.
Yeah, absolutely. I love this. They are not letting this go too far. They have kind of shaky economy here, and probably because of that, they want to call it as well. Rasky, obviously, with the 6K, 1 away from Tour de Force. They might even talk about whether they want to do like a half force here, maybe go for a rifle for Rasky, maybe go for the Orb, DEV0, pushing aggressive with a jet. And I think these are one of the best calls that you can make into this timeout.
Yeah.
Because you have those daggers on the Blade Storm. You can do something surprising with that. You have a lot of utility to play with that. 3 different type of flashes. You have stuns as well. So I think Human Troopers right here is just thinking, how can we maybe take this round home, even though we don't have that good of an investment.
7-3. In towards round 11, the penultimate round of the half. Not the greatest buy for Human Tripwires. It's a bit of a random one as well. I mean, you look towards kind of... DEV0 just going to pop the Blade Storm here, but then supported by an Op, Double Sheriff, and a Vandal. It's slightly all over the place. I think for Radsky, potentially as well, he could find one aggressively with the Op, then go to the Tour de Force, give someone else the Operator as well. That could be a play for him. Testing the waters over towards C, though. DEV0 spotting out one. Needs to be careful. He's going to take a step away. Embo going to fall. That's not exactly the start they were looking for. Because the rifle offline already. Not exactly the greatest of starts, to say the least. Updraft will come through. Not going to spot out too much. DEV0 just jiggle peeking around that corner. Now, smoke in their face. Denies at least them flooding all the way forward up towards C, but they can wrap back into his door.
Yeah, but they have to be careful. They know that there was a lot of people spotted in C long. They know that Human Troopers could have pushed from anywhere. So that's why they're clearing every single corner. They have to take everything into an account. But it's going to be a C split. There's 2 players holding. Can they hold this down? DEV0 needs to hit those Blade Storms. Hit those daggers.
Missed as well from DEV0. That could be the difference maker. And now, of course, looking towards backside. Got so much to do. And he's dropped immediately. Nice swing. Much more decisive round as well once again. It's looking potentially like it could be flawless. Radsky's all alone in a 1 versus 5. And even saving is going to be a I mean, a shot in the dark here, because surely they go hunting. Of course, they have a bit of economy to work with. Only one round left. They've got to surely go hunting.
Yeah, Ratsky doesn't really matter to him that much. Maybe they want that double operator. Obviously, if he's gonna die, he's gonna get the tour de force. If he's gonna get a kill, he's gonna get the tour de force. I think optimal situation right here is for HEET to go hunting for Ratsky. For HEET to go hunting, Ratsky getting 1 kill and saving this operator so they can have that double operator in the next round. Maybe dropping this operator to DEV0 and playing tour de force with the on himself. Yeah, HEET is coming. Remoy.
Uh-oh. Not the greatest. He should be able to stay alive. Oh, he's tucked in that corner, trying his best. He will go down. Just a second left on the clock as well, and he does go down. Potentially, he could have tried to TP away, but I don't even know if he was in range. So that's unfortunate. 7-4 heading into the final round of the half, and we actually could have a much more even half than I expected.
Yeah, absolutely. We could have that 7-5. I think we had on Ascent. And like I said, if he can get these rounds here, if they can get this momentum, there is definitely a chance of coming back. We saw this on Ascent already. But human Tripwires, they get to go to attack after this. Attack, in my opinion, still in Haven is the better side. You have 3 sides.
No, I agree.
Really
I agree.
defense.
It means that the defense can be spread thin, right? When you're on that attacking side. So I do think as we stand, human Tripwires still have the distinctive advantage, but they need a good finish here. I feel like if they go in with the kind of momentum against them, they're going to be in a bit of a troublesome state, may I say. Monkey good for 1 though. Kinguru good for 4. Good opener. They've struggled to find an opening kill in these last kind of 3 to 4 rounds, so that's not a bad start at the very least. It's more about how much further they can take this now. Robbie's double back over to come in for support. Still a bit of a lurk being played here. Guiding light in towards mid, won't spot out too much. But just denies that presence. Doubling back over towards door now. HEET looking for something. Leading the charge as well. In comes the rolling thunder, and they've made the committal play, spamming through the smoke. Both sides not really committing, not really finding it. Devo gonna fall though. That's not the greatest. Embo has to find something here. Good for the first. Can he find the second is the question. Paranoia to come through is not too shabby as he teleports away, and now can take this fight from another angle. Good for 1. Lucky denies the spike going down as well, as they can't have comfort over that closed door position. TP to come through. Radsky tour de force online as well. They're going to double stack in from this position. Spamming through Monstrum, so low on HP. This is not exactly where they want to be. He could fall flat with 18 points. He has to fall away and go for the open plot. Embo swing now. He can deny the spike going down, but no. Decides to keep it alive. Mucky falls down to 1 man. Monstrum, as we mentioned, 18 points of HP. Not much chance. 8-4 at the half.
That's really good round for human Tripwires. And right here, we're switching halves. We have to take into an account that human Tripwires, they have won 3 previous pistol rounds. They have been so strong on those. Their pistol rounds, they've been crumbling. Human Tripwires, if they can win this pistol round, it is really close to being over. They can maybe get to the 10 rounds, and Muke right here, with the last bullet, is able to get that kill. Able to go back as well. But we have to give a lot of credit to Embo, how he played that long position. That was huge.
I think it's, as you mentioned, I think a pistol round here more or less confirms this. When it goes to 9-4, then it should realistically go 10-4 off the back of that with the better firepower. That should be enough of a gap. Kind of a 6-round deficit, which makes it too little too late. But the HEET, I mean, a pistol round here, we could be in for a different scenario. Now, a lot of utility used over towards the A site. Not too much to find at the moment. You mentioned as well earlier, which I do agree with, that this map for me feels like probably one of the most attacking side of maps that is in the pool at the moment. So I think this is the best opportunity for human Tripwires to start to gain somewhat of an advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. And also with these chambers, I think it's even more attacking side, because you have only 1 trap.
Yes.
The chamber got nerfed, and you have those gaps. You need to check more angles. B side is going to be the target. Monstrum is the first one here. Your players goals as well.
Gosh, to come through as well. Robbie will be able to get that spike down, so at the very least, good start. What more can they find? Radsky holding in for the flank. Missed shot, gets punished. Kingoon comes alive. Bolt line. They deny a bit of presence. Couple of taps. Missed shots and punish as well. Waddle into the side of the head. Drops Embo. Robbie going to be hit with a paranoia. Guiding light will come through. Will catch himself. Devo going for one, looking for two. Will he find it is the question. Low on HP. Running out of ammo as well. It's not exactly where he wants to be. It's 1 for 1. It's a mess as Devo will fall. And Waddle, the last man remaining, clutches this one out. Heat just about to find their 5th.
I have no clue how Devil is able to survive so long there. With the C's coming in the backside and raise nade. Devil is like 1 HP, but still able to find 3 kills right there. Just running out of the bullets, and yeah, Waddle is there to finish it. Heat, they find their straw. They are going for this pistol round. They won the pistol round. They are going for the second round. And Human Tripwires, even though they got the spike down, they don't want to force. That's a good decision in my opinion right here. They're leading. They don't have to force. Yeah, they want to save and go for the full buy, full utility and full shields.
Close. But no cigar in it. Echoes in that situation with the Spectre's only ever going to go one way. Now they're flooding their way forward. That of Human Tripwires. They're trying to get that aggressive push over towards C. They're trying to wrap their way forward. It's all 2 players stacked here, though. And of course, a judge in the hands of Remo is not exactly the thing you want to meet. Devo in behind, though. Good for one. Turning. Will he be able to deliver? No, he won't. That's a brilliant opener. They somehow managed to close out this C site. And the 3 versus 2, they've got weapons to work with. MP, this could turn in a way we didn't expect.
I think this is exactly what we saw on the previous map. Kova getting the pistol round. And all of a sudden, Excel taking the second round back. Robbie with the judge on side. Devo doesn't get spotted. This could be really tough.
Last player standing.
Yeah. Devo.
Spray coming through. Devo for 3. Trading out by Kingoon, but in a 1 versus 2, he has to just keep out of that. Bulldog, 14 points of HP. He can't go aggressive here. He has to just take that fall away. That's a really, really nice round from Human Tripwires, where another round where, on paper, we never expect them to be able to come out on top, and the fact that they do is testament to kind of their mindset coming into a pistol round. They've got 9 rounds on the board now, and getting close, knocking on the door of double digits. Look over towards Heat, they're not going to have too much of a buy either.
Yeah, and the gaps left on defense is huge. Look at this, like Devo able to find Monstrum right there. Robbie finding Echoes on the rotate on B side as well. It's so insane how Human Tripwires is able to use this Heat's defensive side against themselves, because they can make some presence onto C. They can make some presence on the garage as well. But Heat, they leave that garage area open for a second. Monstrum, who has had a really, really tough game up until this. He doesn't check garage. He leaves that open. And Human Tripwires obviously gonna exploit that. Now C side is fully open. Human Tripwires is gonna go here. Ratsky on the other side of the map, on this flank control, you do some damage.
This is great. This is so good so far. Ratsky all he has to do is hold and wait. Even finding 2 here would be good enough. Jiggling in though, and he can just fall away. Genius from Ratsky. And now we can double swing this. Remo gonna find 1. The guiding light's come around the corner. Lining up for Robbie. That's stunning. So good. Look for 3. And he'll find it. Flying colours. Robbie, he's on fire. 3 versus 2 now. And over towards that defender side. Heat are in a troublesome period. Monstrum, 1 versus 3. Can he find anything? The answer is no. 10-5. Double the rounds of their opponents. Human Tripwires getting close to the old elusive 13.
Wow. I'm just baffled how Human Tripwires is able to bring this back. Get that second round converted into this 10th round. They have the double digits already, and Robbie, I kind of highlighted him earlier. He's right here showing what he can do with that Sky. Usually plays the Sova. The Sky is a comfort pick as well. You can see just the guiding lights, they're perfect. And Seekers available for this round. Lemoy has to keep you away instantly.
Nice.
Echoes taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's a nice guiding light around that corner. Hang on a second. Devo just holding W, and it's worked. Running this way forward. Remoy now in a really tough spot. He's been hit by the Seekers as well, so he's just trying to stay alive. And will he? No. Devo, 3 as well. 1, 2, and 3. Tapping away, delivering. Headshots galore. It's now into a 2 versus 3. Guardian doesn't quite hit the target either. Devo on for the ace as well. All down to 1 man. It's Waddle in a 1 versus 3. And of course, trying to deny that ace if he can. Swinging towards Radsky. Jiggle peeking, and Radsky with ease. finding human. Tripwires their 11th. MP were getting oh so close, and HEET. I think the question of too little too late is starting to ring loud and proud.
Yeah, absolutely. And DEV0 just... I love the confidence on DEV0 right now. He doesn't care anymore. He knows that he can win these duels. Just double keying straight in the garage. And the human Tripwires actually pulling the lever right here. They want to close it out. They know they have been having some troubles to close these matches up. You know, they don't want to end up like he did on the first map. They want to close it out right here. Timeout. They know there's tour de force that is most likely going to be used by EMEA. So they have to think where the tour de force is going to be. Can we do something about it? Look at these kills. This DEV0. The aim, the confidence. And how do you find that kill against Kingoy?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is insane. Human Tripwires call for a timeout, and I think it's actually a good thing to do, because you've got two sides of the sword here. You've got, of course, them really pulling away in terms of momentum and kind of everything working in their favor. But then you got the other side of things. As we saw with HEET 0-2-well, when you've got such a lead, it's very easy to get just a bit too overconfident. And of course, probably the more dangerous thing is too comfortable, right? Where they just can't really, you know, close things out because they underestimate their opponent. We saw the exact same thing with HEET, where they should have closed things out on map number 1 and didn't. And now, look where we are. Coming to fire. So a good call for a tactical timeout there, and they could be on for 12 here, because the buy for HEET is not too great. Once again, making their way slowly over towards C. Echo's just tapping away. Not going to find too much. They can use the Trailblazer to just lead their way forward. DEV0 as well, swinging his way in, leading, opening things up, or trying to at the very least. Guiding Light being tempted at range, spamming through that cloudburst. Nothing to be found. Spike will be planted. That C site completely vulnerable. And HEET now playing that full retake.
Ratsky once again holding that flank. Does get taken out. That's one rifle for HEET. Tour force, it's still there. Battle has the Nightfall. I think they're preparing for this. But Robbie takes Monster One. That's a rifle.
I got this to work with it, but we'll at least trade them out. Looking for more. Like a deer in headlight, he just didn't know where to aim. Now it's all down to a very tough situation. Low on HP for Eccles though in a 1 versus 2, and I think this may be a done affair. They made it expensive with 5 points of HP. Surely not. And the answer is no. Embo, quad kill to his name. It was looking for a second there a little bit dicey, but thankfully they do close that one out in a round, which they definitely should have, especially when you consider their firepower. But now we're in map and series point 12-5, and they've got a 7-round buffer. I mean, MP, surely.
Yeah, surely this is gonna be 2-0 for human Tripwires. Monstrum as the Rolling Thunder, Vado with the Nightfall on HEET's side. But human Tripwires, they have been on fire. Look at the setup already for human Tripwires. This looks like a fast C-split. Sure, there's the Nightfall waiting in garage.
Swinging in, DEV0 leading the charge of Blade Storm. Brilliant, good for the first. That's all he needed. Looking to make it another. Eccles this time will trade, TPing away. Nookie in closer personal, trying to cut off that rotation. And actually dabbling with the idea of going back over towards B. Remoy finding one, though. Does deny that idea. Hang on a second, the TP's come through. Embo's just got a 3A sight himself.
Yeah, from the shadows coming in. And Embo taking aggressive position. I think Remoy heard this.
Yeah,
must have.
Surely he did. The thing is, that will they even want to go aggressive in towards heaven? I think that's a risk in their own regard. They are. Echo swinging in. Oh, that's a laboured spray. Embo should have come out on top there. He had the drop, but not good enough. Guarding Light, not either. Radsky all alone. Now this is asking so much of him. Not even good for one. Nice retake from HEET with 4 remaining alive. So, a lifeline.
Yeah, that is a lifeline they needed. Push. It's 1 versus 1 trade. DEV0 gets one, gets traded instantly back. That opens up the TP all the way to A from human Tripwires. From Embo, but he doesn't quite get the shot on the Echoes. If he does, that's a whole different round. Embo in a really good position in heaven. There's no one else that is gonna contest him. So much utility after Embo dies. There's just nothing they can do on site. Ratsky left on a 1 versus 4 as well. Human Tripwires, they still have a good economy. They can buy at least 2 rounds in a row. We'll get 1 away from the Rolling Thunder. But they still have good ultimates from them for themselves as well.
Trailblazer going to come through. Not going to catch Remoy. Guiding Light might, in fact. He will be able to shunt it off quite comfortably. This time for Human Tripwires, it's that tempo slowed right down. They've got aggressive before and it's worked. There's no need to force things as well. And they need to be careful as well with kind of giving that momentum over towards Heat. We saw the exact polar opposite thing happen in map number 1. So they do need to be ever so slightly cautious. Monstrum holding. Cloudburst's face flash as well. Not exactly what he wants. Actually going hunting. I like this from Devo. He's just holding down the fort. All that pressure forcing him back over towards A. Showstopper to come through to no avail. TP to come out as well. Embo just trying to stay alive if he can. 180 and good for one. Looking to make it a second. Will he be able to? The answer is no. Going in for the trade. Flash will come out. Catching that of Devo, and he's in a really precarious spot, but he passes that test nicely. Looking for another. Will he find it?
Rolling
Doesn't
Thunder
matter. Mucky comes
well.
alive. And this is it. Somehow, some way, they're in for a 3 versus 2. Post plant set up. Numbers in their favor. Spike tapped. Swinging in. And going just about controlling that spray. In comes a Rolling Thunder as well. That denied the defuse. Jumping up, Opdroft to come through, but a missed shot as well. He's down to 1 man. Mucky, will he be able to convert? It's the question. Good for the first. Looking for another. He's just playing, toying around that B side. It's all about timing, right clicking. Waddle will just about be able to get it, and he will be able to pull off the defuse.
I think, yeah. I think Waddle has it.
Ooh, just about.
Still. Second left, right there. Okay. So close that he's able to take it down. If he gets around the corner, if he reads it correctly where Waddle is coming, it's easy for him. No. Waddle takes the 1 versus 1, gets the classic shot.
Come on.
And Heat, they're still in it. They can still win. Even though that looked really good for Human Tripwires. They just don't get Waddle on backside. They don't kill him. Devil maybe too eager to go for the spike diffuser.
Play, let's play.
Doesn't quite get that kill either.
At the moment, Human Tripwires is starting to crumble a little bit. Need to be cautious not to let this lead slip. We've seen it once before. Not quite a 7-round lead, but a lead all the same as what we saw from Heat previously. Aggressive from Kingu, going aggressive in towards window. Bit of damage dealt on towards Devo, but he won't find the kills. Him remaining alive still becomes a thorn in their side. Of course, Rad's got a tour de force online, and that's what it can deliver. Potentially because of the chamber diff there as Remoy falls. Opening kill goes away of Human Tripwires, and now they can just put their way on towards A, which for the time being is completely open. It's a double stack in towards that of Heaven, but Spike to go down, post-spawn to now be set up with the numbers in their favor, and this is one of those situations where surely it worked in their favor because everything looking oh so good.
And when the smoke is fading, Ratsky has a really good position holding this Heaven. They have good position for the after plants.
Oh, brilliant shot again from Ratsky. That tour de force has made such a difference. No investment, but it's the 3rd kill for him. I think this might be it, MP. Echoes will fall in 13-7. Human Tripwires take their map pick to take the series 2-0. What a performance from them. Good prediction from yourself as well, I've got to say. I lent in favor of Heat, and I put my favors in the wrong place because, you know, Human Tripwires, they impressed me. They really did.
Absolutely. That was wonderful for Human Tripwires. I don't know. Yeah, I was praising Robbie, but it wasn't even a Robbie show. Sure, Robbie had some really good highlights right here and there. Yeah, but it was Devo, Ratsky. It was the whole team.
All of them,
bringing everything into the table. Yeah, Robbie had highlights like that. But Devo, his 3-piece was just... I couldn't even imagine Devo getting that many. Yes, sure, it's a good position. Still, 3-piece right there, saving the round. This was just nasty. We don't even have to talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, the difference that we saw once again for the comparison between Human Tripwires and Heat was for Heat, they had the individuals who would step up and cause some real problems, but for Human Tripwires, it was just a consistent performance. Each and every kind of player stepped up in their own regard. That Robbie double there was beautiful. It made it a 3rd as well with that shot on towards Kingu. But yeah, it was one of those performances again for Human Tripwires where it was all about that team synergy, that team cohesion. And when it came down to it, you know, 5 is better than 1. And we saw that all too prevalently. Of course, they had individuals stepping up in certain times. You know, Devo had some brilliant 3K and 4K moments. Embo had some fantastic clutches as well. But when it came down to it, that teamwork of the Human Tripwires was just the step up. We take a look as well at the statistics coming into us the end of this. Kingun, of course, the MVP over towards the Heat side, but a 0.9 KDA, 14 kills, and 212 ACS. It's not as good as what we see over towards DEV0, 25 kills, 2.1 KDA, and 340 ACS.
Yeah, that is just crazy. How do you even get that much? There's not a single player on his team that has 200 ACS. Yeah, sure. Embo one away, but still, you're leading your team by 140 ACS. And yeah, Human Tripwires, they have these players that can pop off, absolutely. But when you, like you said, it came down to the team being in a good, same level mentally, and just they played very well together. I loved how they had all of the utility coming together, and the situation where Devo got that 3-piece when he was paranoid in that box. I'm pretty sure there was a fast call to Embo. Can you smoke me? And even that quick communication, quick smoke from Embo is really good, showing how good a team combination they have, or how good synergy they have right now.
Yeah, no, exactly that. Well, we will be joined back into Embo is going to be the one joining us as we get to pick apart the brains after a 2-0. Embo, congratulations.
Hello.
First of all. Thank you for joining us. What's the feelings like
me?
over on your side? Yes, we can
You hear me? Yeah, really good. I'm happy for the dub. My old team, well, not the same guys, but the organization, so really happy for the dub. And yeah, really happy for the boys in the team.
I mean, you were in a situation, I think it was 11-4 or 11-5, and you took a timeout. Was there or what is the call right there in the timeout? You want to close it out, of course, or something else?
No, we just chilled down. Like, we wanted to just chill for a bit and just, yeah, close it out. Nothing important went through that on that timeout.
Okay,
yeah, fair enough. I think we kind of potentially thought that, it was an exciting clutch just before that, so you kind of want to cool the jets a little bit. But talk us through kind of map number 1. It went the full distance, and of course for a map like that, when you're against a side like HEET, to have Eccles, of course, at the helm, what was the kind of preparation like going into that sort of map where it's a very good side on a map that they like?
Yeah, actually, we didn't have too much things to prepare. We just wanted to play our own game and yeah, have fun, play our own game. Obviously, a little bit we checked how they play, but really nothing specific. We just played and have fun, play our own game, and that worked out well.
I mean, it looked like it. You guys were having a lot of fun. I mean, you were really good on the server. Were you kind of surprised that they actually left Haven open, because they have been banning it quite left and right? And I mean, Haven worked out for you guys really well.
Yeah, so the bans went our way, and we had this hunch that we want to go for it, and we went for it, and 2-0, let's go.
We love to see it. What's celebration going to be like for tonight? Any plans now that you've got a 2-0? It's a quick end to the evening for you. What's the plans?
Cold beer and sauna.
Oh, that is the life. That is the life. I'm envious, brother. Well, go and enjoy your evening. Thank you very much for joining us, and congratulations once again.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, man.
I mean,
lovely stuff. Cold beer and a sauna. That is the life.
That is the Finnish celebration right there. I mean, Embo knows how to do it, obviously. I've been myself.